Hello, everybody. Thank you for that moment of patience. A little bit of a technical issue I wasn't expecting today, but there's always something new and exciting to happen in our lives, isn't there? It's funny that this is a very interesting start to the day because the energy that's coming through right now is so powerful. Please understand that there are energies bombarding the planet in greater and greater quantities, especially these next 6 to 8 days more. It's important you understand hydration. Keep your bodies properly hydrated to assimilate these energies. Meditate. Keep your vibration high. Eat as much living, fresh, vital food as you possibly can. Avoid caffeine, nicotine, alcohol in these days. They lower your vibrational frequency down. And if you let your vibrational frequency go down, you will pull in lower vibrational energies. And this is really important. One of the things they asked me to do is to clarify something about what mediumship is and how it actually functions. As a medium, good morning, everybody. Yeah, thank you for your patience. I really appreciate that. As a medium, there is a process of learning, as there is a process of learning how to read, how to write, how to walk, how to talk. Those skills are externalized: walking, talking, smelling, touching, tasting. Mediumship is about being able to pull in or access information beyond the range of the 5 physical sensorial organism, that is your body. There's 2 realms of information that are available to every single soul on this planet. There's external information through the 5 physical senses that come via your body. Yes, I know. This is just so you're aware. This is coming from a collective that I work with. There's a number of them. My guardian named John, many others who are saying it's really important I say this, that you have the external realm of the environment that you perceive information through your biology. And then there's the internal realm of information, which is your personality, your mind, where you store information from this world. So there's those 2 realms of information: the external world, which is part of your body, the internal world, which is your mind, and then there's this spiritual world, the world of your consciousness, your soul, your awareness, which deals with the non-physical dimensions of information. You could call it the quantum field. This is what conventional physics are calling it now, the quantum field. It's an infinite spectrum of unlimited information and understanding that is available to everyone. The challenge that many of you face in accessing that information is that many of you are captivated exclusively by your 5 physical senses, or you are captivated by the information in your mind and have not pursued this deeper layer, this other realm of yourself that is beyond your thoughts, but is well within the range of your ability to perceive and sense that information. As a medium, that process must be cultivated to varying degrees, where you learn to open your inner ear, your inner eyes, your inner senses to the information that are available to everyone. Please understand this. Mediumship is not a special talent. Some have developed it more. There are others who are certainly significantly more developed than even I have currently on this planet. And the information I bring through is from ascended masters, multidimensional beings. I literally receive this information and it comes through me to you. For those of you that are struggling with your minds and your emotions, you're stuck. Not because there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with any of you, in truth. You might have some ideas and information in your mind that incline you to do things and function in ways that aren't supportive of who you are. But let me say this. If you began to pursue who you are beyond what the world has conditioned you to think you are, you will begin to find the freedom you're seeking. You will not find the freedom in what the world itself has just given you. You can certainly find some pleasure in that, but to truly discover who you are as a consciousness that's independent of the personal identity that the world has given you will begin to bring you closer to receiving and understanding and remembering the purpose that you yourself came here to effect, which is the function of creation. Yes. So we are all basically creating consciousness, working through a physical medium of time, space, and matter. And again, today is the Q&A day, but they wanted me to say that and let that information flow to you so that you understand that within your consciousness, not within your personality, your mind and your body, the ego that you've been given, the name that's been titled to that body, and the thoughts and memories that you have stored in that body from your experiences, thoughts, memories, and emotions that are stored in your body from your physical experience are not who you are. They're information and energy that you work with. And you can learn to discover and uncover and open yourself up to these other realms of information. I highly encourage you, to go to my website and check out my 101 Masterclass, which begins March the 4th. These are channeled works. These classes are channeled by ascended masters and other multidimensional beings that are here to assist us in becoming liberated from the control and domination of specific individuals upon the planet that have a vested interest in making you subservient to their ideas and beliefs about what reality is, rather than empowering you to discover your full potential as a spiritual entity, working and experiencing and living through a physical medium. Well, good morning, everybody. So yeah, we'll get to questions and answers, everybody, because that's the day we are in. Hello, Adam. Hello, Beta. Hi there, Wendy. Hi, Alicia. Good morning to you. And good morning on TikTok. Can we learn Can I learn light language? They tell me I could learn light language if I wanted. They said that's not what I came here to do. I came here to articulate the truth of information of a higher vibrational nature so that people can elevate their consciousness up out of body consciousness, out of mind consciousness, into creating consciousness. You came here to be a creator. You came here to learn how to create, not simply to be something to consume food and be satisfied by the things in this world to fulfill your senses. You came here to demonstrate the function of your divinity as a creating intelligence. The body and your mind are but temporary shells through which you have the opportunity to learn that process of creating. You're here to learn to create. You're not simply here to learn to suffer. Suffering is not your natural state. Creating is your natural state. And creating with very specific vibrational intentions in your consciousness, in your mind, in your body. You can bring vibrations of love in. You can bring vibrations of fear in. You can receive vibrations of fear from the world. You can receive vibrations of love from the world. The vibrations that you dominantly work with are what you are creating your experiences with. And so no matter what your experience may be right now, you are free in any moment to begin to align yourself to love, to joy, to compassion, to playfulness, to peace, and to learn to let those energies be the function you use for creation. Wow, I love that. Thanks so much for that question from TikTok. Good morning. Light language. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm here for. If you can, remember to share this live out with other people. If you're new on TikTok or YouTube, please remember to give me a follow or subscribe to the channel. If you want a question prioritized on YouTube, you can use the super chat feature. I'm still learning how to use the priority features on TikTok, but we do try to get to as many questions as possible today, and we will do so as often as we can. Also, if you like, you can leave questions in the comment section on my YouTube channel after the fact, and we get to those questions every day. We get to those questions. Hello, Ellen. Good to see you again, darling. Will I sell my house to a first buyer under contract or a new buyer a lot more? It's funny. I'm getting the new buyer a lot more, and I'm not being told a lot more. That's a little high, but it will be higher than what you would be getting from this other buyer. But they're telling me to tell you to not let your fear be part of the process. Let your joy, let your love be in the process. The excitement of this transformation in your life right now. Be excited about the transformation, and it will not matter so much the value of the dollars, but the value of the experience that you gain from the process, which is what you are here to gain, experience in the function of creation. You are all here to gain experience in your function of creation, not to simply have somebody tell you what to think or believe, but you're here to learn your function of creation, and you have many functions, all of you. Good morning, Natasha. Good to see you. Yes, just somebody's asking. Yes, somebody's asking if, hello, will I have a baby this year? You need to be fearless around this. They're saying the reason it has not happened yet is because you've had concerns that it might not happen, and your concern is blocking the biological function. Yes. Yes. So rejoice and get excited. Rejoice and get excited about receiving this new life into your life, and make certain that this one with you who is in this endeavor, that they likewise, your arms, your hearts, your minds are open to receiving this individual, to assist them in facilitating the manifestation of their creative function. For you do not come here to have a child to make yourself special. You came here to bring others into this realm, to give them the opportunity to fulfill their expression of self, as you are here to fulfill yours, in this case, the expression of mother and father at its highest level of good is something we see you doing. But understand that the receptivity must be there. The receptivity needs to be there for you. It will differ from individuals to individuals who are desiring children at this time. The reasoning for many of you choosing children, unfortunately, there are so many of you choosing and then rejecting your choices and then regretting your rejection of your choices. And you know the process that you speak of in your medical system that refers to. But please understand that there is nothing that happens by chance in the creation of an infinite intelligence. Nothing happens by chance in the realm of an infinite creating intelligence. And if you could embrace the opportunities given to you, your life would take a very different turn. Wow. Thank you so much. Yes, we're going to answer questions here. Hello over there on YouTube. I'm just going back and forth from YouTube to TikTok. The energies are so high today, folks. Like the sun is firing off this beautiful ascension energy right now, right? Because it's getting upgraded to energetically, it's shifting and changing. It doesn't matter what science calls it, okay? There are scientific monitoring of the sun going on right now, but the sun receives energy and then it distributes energy to the planets, like a parent delivering food to children, right? The sun is also receiving energy from a higher source than itself. And these are ascension energies. Historically, DNA and genetic changes have happened because of these downloads of energy. And the nature and quality of our consciousness right now becomes really, really important. That you do the best you can to keep yourself high vibrational, keep yourself properly hydrated. Eat good food, exercise, get out in the sun, go ground, do things to allow these energies to integrate through love. A lot of people are in anger and fear and uncertainty, and that's going to cause a very different manifestation of these energies that are coming in. So get yourself into a higher vibrational state of being as you possibly can. This way, it gives you the opportunity to elevate your energy up rather than to allow your energy to go down, because this energy is just energy. Can't be created, can't be destroyed. It can only be changed from one state to another. It's either going to be fear or love. There are no other choices for the human condition. We either choose to use the energy of love or we choose to use the energy of fear. Each one will produce its own unique result according to that energy. Wow. Good morning, Hassan. Yeah, I did solve the technical glitch. It was something I hadn't realized I had done. Question from Hassan. I need an update, please, on connecting to my spirit guides, which is still not happening. Thank you, William. Okay, I'm being told to tell you first, would you expect a child to be born in an instant of conception, or do you know that in this process of the physical dimension, this factor of time is involved? We would encourage you to eliminate from your consciousness and your body these sensations of frustration, which simply keep your ears closed to hearing and your eyes closed from seeing. Emotion is organizing what you are experiencing and what you are not experiencing. If you are open and receptive to receiving. If you are able to have no frustration, you will receive. Be patient. Be patient. Some of you want to hurry this. There is guidance coming to all of us all the time. You know, if you're in a state of fear, you're not going to receive a vibration of love, right? It's very difficult to get love in a vibration of fear. It's like listening to one radio station and expecting to hear another. Learning to change your vibrational state of consciousness is so important, especially over these next 15 to 25 years. Learning to raise our collective vibration from fear to love becomes extremely crucial as to what can or cannot happen in our collective experience and in our individual experiences as well. So learn to cultivate love. Love will attract information like itself. Fear will attract information like itself. And both of those will attract experiences like themselves. Love will bring into your life certain things, and fear will bring into your life certain things, right? It's very, very, very simple. As you think and believe, so it is. Truly is. Oh, good morning, Emma. Hi there. A question from Beta on YouTube. Beta's asking, should I change my location and decide to move on with the new path? They're telling me to tell you to change that from a question to a statement and see how that feels in your body. Change your question to a statement and see how it feels in your body then. Wow, I like that. Thank you, Beta. Yes. A question from Ian. Hi, Ian. Welcome. Why is there so much evil on this earth? Why are those who are truly evil can get away with the most vilest things? This is a very, very good and simple question. Understand that each and every one of you that perceives this evil and recognizes it, that in your recognition of it, you must turn your attention to your highest expression of yourself, to not go along with or comply with the acts, the thoughts, the functions of evil. But this is very difficult for some of you now, because this evil, it now controls your food, and it now controls your water, and it now controls what you will see and hear. And unless you know how to control what you see and what you hear, then this process will continue to perpetuate itself. But we can assure you that the evil that you see and observe is creating its own effects. They may think that they are free to continue to do as they will, but the actions of their function necessitates a reaction in creation that they will have to engage. In other words, you cannot escape the effects of your own causing. And woe to them, there will be great difficulty for them when they see what it is that they have done. They think that through their false authority and their false control that they will find their freedom, but the opposite will be true. You cannot escape the effects of your own causes. Yes, do not fear, Ian. Question from Brian. Does my guide, Elwin, have any message for me today? It's funny. The first thing that came to my mind was this phrase from an old Monty Python movie. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. That's what's coming through, like right away. Always look on the bright side of life. That's not just, he's saying, not just the life around you, but the life within you. Watch your thinking mind. Make certain that it is in alignment with your highest vision of what your life can be. Do not let fear and anger, guilt and shame have a place in your mind. They are not in harmony with who you truly are, with who and truly any of you are. Much of what you call your negative thinking did not even originate with you. Much of your negative thinking has originated with those evil ones the others spoke of just recently. That these dark beings that are controlling many of you, it is from them that you have received most of the thinking and fear and all these lower vibrational energies through your televisions, your multimedia systems, where they perpetuate fear and they perpetuate mistrust, and they sow these seeds into the minds and hearts of children and people everywhere. By the way, they give you information. Be mindful for what you will give attention to. You shall bring into your life. Be mindful of this. I'm just feeling the energy of Isis coming in right now, too. That's really cool. Isis energy is very cool for me. Thank you so much. Let's go over here, check over on TikTok. Hi, TikTok. My husband passed 10 months ago. Is he with me? Wow, hang on a second. He comes and goes. He comes and goes, and he's waiting. He says, "I'm waiting for you to choose to live in joy again." He really wants you to choose joy again. He keeps coming back and checking in on you to see if you made that choice. He'll keep coming back. He'll keep checking in on you. He said it won't be necessary when you decide that your happiness is as equally as important now as it is when he is alive. He's saying that you can often feel him beside you at night. He says you often wake up and feel like he's there, and you're startled, and you think that he's not there, but you've actually become startled because he's actually there. You felt him with you. But he really wants you to choose happiness. He really wants you to choose greater happiness in your life. Yes. Yeah, I understand. Sorry, he's just telling me that there'll come a time where you will have no fear to be on your own again, to embrace somebody else with the same love or greater than that which we share. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Just me, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. When you ask me to bring these beings through, it's really fascinating. Question from Jojo. Hi, Jojo. Will I finally settle down into a relationship this year? Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps, and so I'm getting a strong yes for that. But I'm also getting to make that a statement of truth rather than a question of uncertainty. To have this phrase in your mind, I will settle down into a beautiful relationship this year. To make that a clear understanding. But it's also important to understand what is it you want to settle into this good relationship for greater joy, for greater companionship, for greater exploration. You must understand why you want this now. And so you will have then the question, I will settle into a most beautiful, dynamic, and wonderful relationship. You become very clear and conscious about the creating process. You are all creating consciousness. All of you are creating consciousnesses. If you understand that your thoughts and your emotions and the nature and structure of the words of those thoughts and emotions are very precise in manufacturing the conditions that you're experiencing, which is also why these ones that control your media and control your politics and control your money, they understand this principle. So they give you ideas, they give you information, they tell you what they want you to think, because they know that if you think what they tell you to think, that very specific things will occur in your experience. For all of you, this is not about your races or your religions or your creeds. This is about understanding the creating process. That when one consciousness offers you ideas and information, what you will take in can affect the creating process that you are engaged in while you're in this physical dimension. And there are many that understand this principle quite well and will give you information that would serve their purposes rather than assist you in the fulfillment of yours. Those that truly understand the process of creation will speak the truth on this and allow you to elevate yourself to that state of your own creative intentions. That love, joy, compassion, playfulness, excitement, the functions of your creation are yours and yours alone. Do not defer the function of creation to the information ideas of anyone who would purport that you should live your life in fear or uncertainty. Your natural state is love, not fear. But do not let others keep you in that place of fear. Elevate yourself to your highest expression. Question every thought that they give you. Question every thought you receive from any source so that you can ensure this thought is a thought of love. This thought is a thought of fear. It can be that simple. There are thoughts of love and there are thoughts of fear. If a thought is of fear, it will create something of fear. If a thought is of love, it will create something of love. Your thinking makes it so. Even your great ascended masters have spoken like this, that your thinking makes it so. Your thinking makes it so. Be mindful of what they will tell you to think. Choose to think. Choose to think. Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, hi there, Tina. good to see you. Hi, Mia. About love. Yes, it is. Good morning from Toronto. Hi, Toronto. That's where we're based too. Hi, Christina. Hi, Chelsea. Question from Chelsea on TikTok. Hollywood is going down right now with truth. When will the elites be stopped? It's not when they will be stopped. It is whether you choose to continue to fulfill their manipulations. You must understand that much of the food, much of your entertainment is created by these individuals who understand if they can keep your attention where they want it, they control you. They control your thinking. They control your creating. They control your energy. So this is exclusively up to you, whether or not you will choose to inspire yourself to be the most creative, independent consciousness that you can, to not be distracted by idle entertainments and mindlessness of information that does not serve nor guide you in a higher function of yourself. Find the things that you love to do, your writing, your art, your creating, your nurturing, your caring, your service to others. Find these things and live them. Let them become your life. Let your service, let your love and its expression be your life. Do not let others fulfill your life. But you understand that the confusion is that you have a physical body that is predominantly based in the external world. And they keep you trapped in your body. And they keep you entertained in your body. And they keep you disconnected from who you are as a spiritual entity, as an awareness that can select and choose your own thinking, that can select and choose what you know is good for your body. But they will tell you, eat this and drink that and do this and go here. They tell you these things. And you find yourself following. And many of you are following without thinking, trusting that they will lead you to your light. And the opposite, as you can see, has been happening, which is why we are here in great numbers now to assist you in elevating yourself out of this incorrect thinking, to give you the opportunity to remember who you are as a creating consciousness. To remember who you are as a creating consciousness, and then to begin to create according to your consciousness, not according to someone else's. You are creating consciousness. Discover your love. Yes, I understand. So I got other beings in the background telling me too, like this, the manipulations have been going on from the moment you're conceived, right? And even parents conventional education is probably the most effective way. In conventional education, the forms of entertainment distract a lot of people from being able to self-reflect, to look inside, to connect to what really makes you feel good as a soul. Most of what the elites do is they keep people's attention focused on what tastes good, what smells good, what feels good, sex, drugs, rock and roll. That's what the elites do to keep you trapped in your body so you can't reconnect to your soul and know what did you come here to do. But I'll tell you this, they keep telling me this too. Every single soul on this planet knows in their heart that they came here to do something. Everybody, I don't care who you are, what level you're on, how much money you have or how little money you have. Every single soul on this planet knows inherently that you came here for a reason. But if you're distracted by the world, how can you know the reason that's in your heart? How? You have to go inside. You have to pull your attention away from this world. Go within. Go within. Go past the personality of your thoughts. Go within and remember. Remember who you are. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're not your body. They are instruments of creative self-expression. They tell me this again and again and again. Remember, William, your body's not who you are. Your thoughts are not who you are. Your emotions are not who you are. They're creating instruments. And again, most people are manipulated by the environment, what the leaders say and what the bankers say and what the advertisers say. And so many of us are disconnected. Get reconnected. Thank you so much. But thank you for that question, Chelsea. Really appreciate it. Go over here. Hi, hello, Danielle. Danielle is asking, any wounds I should be aware of that I'm not, or messages as appropriate will do. Sorry, just energy coming in really strong. I don't know who this is, but they're coming in really strong in the heart. I don't know if you're doing. You need your heart. Your heart needs exercise, Danielle. literally like your physical heart needs exercise. It needs to be exercised. Like from a physical exercise, like do some cardio. This will this strengthening of your heart, will begin to correct some of the potentials that exist but are not actual. The potentials that exist but are not actual. Exercise your heart. Yes. And being in a position like proper hydration right now, especially now, folks. I'm drinking, 4 to 8 liters of water every day, and it still doesn't feel like quite enough. So you're going to notice with this accelerated ascension energies that a lot of your symptoms of a negative nature will be exacerbated if you're not properly hydrated, if you're not eating properly, if you're not exercising, not going out on the ground. Go out for Pete's sake. Get your feet or hands in touch with the earth or a tree, but ground your energy. You can look it up on YouTube. There's a video on YouTube called Earthing, and it's a beautiful science for how to get your body recalibrated to the energy of Mother Gaia, right? The earth. Yeah, thank you so much. Christopher saying evil exists because this is a free will universe. Duality does have extremes. This is also how we choose love. That's a great point, Chris. There is only two polarities to energy, but they go on infinitely. There's no ultimate love or ultimate fear. They go on and you can't even tell in the middle where they differentiate. In the middle, there's no differentiation between fear and evil. They're almost balanced. It's only in the realm of polarity that we begin to make decisions of creation. Wow, I love that. Thanks so much, Chris, for saying that. Yes, thank you so much. A question from Emma. Emma in Amsterdam, I think. I felt a big presence during yoga yesterday, and it felt like God. Can you let me know who came through? I'm being told to tell you this was Yogananda. Ascended Master Yogananda is coming through for you. He says your discipline is beginning to liberate you. And also, yes, okay, yes, there also is another one with you that, yes, in 2 years hence, they will be with you in the flesh in 2 years hence. But Yogananda is the one that you experienced yesterday, Emma, in yoga. Wow. Yeah, let yourself. He says you can sit in your silence. Remember the sensation of my presence, and it shall be so again. Wow. It's always nice to get the energy of these higher vibrational beings to work with us and guide us. I love that. Thank you so much, Emma, for sharing that. Lots of questions today. Question from Alicia. I recently had an interaction with someone who continues to try to assassinate my true character. I always think of them in good light, but only get negativity in return. Help. Yes. Well, again, do not take on their despair. You seem to think that just their anger is the annoying, that their frustration and the attack of your character is simply what you are dealing with. No, they're simply trying to give you their despair. Do not take on their despair. Have compassion, for they suffer greatly. They suffer greater than you, except that you are able to feel the depth of their suffering. And if you understand that the suffering that they give to you does not have to be received by you, then you can simply understand and extend your compassion to them and let yourself know that it is they who suffer, not you. Do not take on their suffering. Many of you are doing this now, where you take on the suffering of others as if it were your own, and it is not. But you do not have to do that anymore. Their suffering is their suffering. Have compassion for those who suffer, especially if they do not know that they are the cause of their own suffering. Wow, thank you so much. Great question, Alicia. Thank you so much. Let's go over to TikTok here. Chelsea saying, I feel 2023 is about truth and reconciliation. Everyone is going to be shocked on who is coming. Oh, yeah, well, there's a lot. I mean, Master Jesus, there are as many ascended masters that are on this planet right now in physical embodiments. And there are many more that are in astral realms of consciousness, where you can access their vibrational information from the space-time around you if you learn how to become sensitive to the frequencies of energy. But we have got a great opportunity. I mean, there's the Pleiadians here, there's the Galactic Federation, there are the Lyrans, there are many different species that are collectively aiding us energetically in the way that we're able to receive it. Remember, you can only receive what you're willing to receive. You know, there's so much love around us as there's so much fear around us. And you can receive one or the other, but you cannot have both at the same time. Learn to if you can stop exposing yourself to things that cause fear in you, the television and radio, these programs, this so-called entertainment that teaches you violence and destruction and harm. You know, getting into a space where you have to physically harm another to prove your strength to somebody, to prove that you're more powerful. That's bred in circuses, as I said in a former lifetime, bred in circuses. You know, give the people bred in circuses, and they will not pay attention to what we're doing to them. Learn to cultivate love in your life. Like, really, so important time. This is what it's about. Human consciousness in the last 72,000 years has resulted in multiple planetary resets. The reset they're talking about isn't a financial reset, although that's happening. The reset that's happening is a reset in consciousness. And it happened with Atlantis, it happened with Eden, it happened with Lemuria, it happened with Mu, it happened with Egypt, right? It happened with Göbekli Tepe. All these different civilizations rose up just like this civilization has risen up. We're given the same opportunity to collectively align creatively through love, or to collectively align creatively through fear. The vibration of love as a collective expression in human consciousness creates conditions in time and space that are very favorable to long-term existence, whereas the collective vibrations of love sustained and held in human consciousness creates a very different experience in the material world. Each energy, love or fear, creates experiences and manifestations in time and space that are vastly different than the other. And right now, they tell me we're more predominantly leaning towards fear collectively than love. And the more dominant the energy, the more dominant the expression in physical time and space. It's the same thing when you get excited about something, your body takes on a certain energy. When you get angry about something, your body takes on a certain energy. Fear and love do the same thing. You're in an energy of fear. We as a species, if we are more in fear than love, we're going to create corresponding events or reactions in time and space than we would in a state of love. They will create very different effects in time and space. So important. It's one of the reasons why they've coming through me in the way they have now is this is the time we get to choose consciously between love or fear, individually and collectively. Wow, I love this. Question from Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Does my big brother have a message for me? I miss him so much. Yeah, he loves you so much. He says, can you not feel the hugs when he gives you the hugs and the smile? He likes to rub your head, right? He likes to play with your head. He misses you in the sense that physically he's not with you. Yeah, on that dimension, there's not the same sense of a lack of fulfillment. The difficulty is in the not having the ability to communicate with each other. You have the ability, but it's not developed. But he says, pay attention. Pay attention for his hugs. Like, he likes to hug you. I don't know why he's showing me something about a car, a truck, a company that moves cars, trucks, or something like that. He says, it's going to work. He's saying it's going to work. And again, something about cars and trucks that you're involved in that you need to, like, he says, it's going to work. Don't worry. It's going to work. Again, I don't know that's in relation to, but whatever your comments or questions or concerns are on any of this, please leave them in the comment section below any of my YouTube videos. If you got questions or comments from TikTok, you can go to my pinned videos and leave your questions there. I will get your questions. I know there's some there that I haven't gotten to. I just finished YouTube today. I'll be doing TikTok or YouTube yesterday. I'll do TikTok today, and we'll get to some of the questions that were posted under the pinned video. But please continue to leave your questions and comments below the videos so that we can get to them. Again, if you want to learn more about what we do, if you want to learn how to become connected to your own guides and your angels, there's a process. We have a masterclass program we have called They're just simply called Masterclasses. You go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and go register for the course. It starts March the 4th. It's our entry-level 101 masterclass on how to begin to become sensitive to the energies of the non-physical realm, so you can begin to connect to your guides, your angels, Master Jesus, Buddha, other beings that you want to connect with energetically. You'll always connect to the people you're in vibrational resonance with. Even in this physical world, the vibration you are emotionally, that's who you're connecting to. Change your emotions, you'll change who you connect to. Very exciting. Yeah, the pineal glands are being activated now too. Question from Bahamian Bot. Good morning. I've been seeing a lot of feather fluffs. Are these my ancestors or spirit guides? I'm being told they can be, but I don't know who this is, but they're telling me this feels like a native elder that's coming in, and he's telling me to tell you. He's telling me to tell you to pay attention to the questions that you have been asking. At the moment you see these things, there was a question in the back of your mind. I'm trying to answer them for you. But okay, they can only connect to you at the level you're at. Okay, that is, a lot of people have not opened up clairvoyance and clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. You haven't developed those 4 clairs. As a result, you don't hear the non-physical information. You're used to hearing with your ears, your eyes, and you're used to the physical way of perceiving. Learning to perceive with a non-physical perception requires you to get your mind and body still and quiet. Learn how to shift your awareness to sensing and feeling the presence of these beings as non-physical movements. And we have a process we take you through that you can learn to do that. We can open up clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance. These are skills that need to be developed. They were born with you when you were born into that body. Unfortunately, the environment trained you to focus exclusively upon the outer world. So all of your attention, your awareness has been captivated by the external world exclusively. So many of you are disconnected from those internal perceiving faculties. But those internal faculties can be developed, and they will take some time to develop. Some people develop them really quickly. Some people develop them very slowly. It depends upon a range of factors and your capacity to disentangle yourself from the personality that the world has conditioned you to think you're supposed to be. You are not your thoughts. You're not your body. You have thoughts. You have a body. The personality that you've been given, the name that you've been given, is the name that's been given to that mind and body, but it is not who you are. It's simply the name that goes with the system and the information contained with it. You are the awareness, aware of the information, aware of the thoughts, aware of the memories, aware of the biology, but it's not all that you can be aware of. You've got this whole other limitless dimension of information and energy that you can tap into. Science calls it the quantum field, right? And you can learn to shift your attention away from what you know towards perceiving what you do not know. And it's that shift in perception that will open up those internal senses of clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, and clairaudience. Learning to shift your perception from what you know towards what you do not know. Yes, very fascinating. And again, I'm so grateful because these classes and courses are taught by the Ascended Masters. These are not personal things. These are literally channeled courses and lessons that give you an opportunity to elevate your consciousness under the guidance of the likes of Master Jesus, Buddha, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. Yes, I understand that. Many of the different, what you would call the older entities or older divine beings as well. Collective individuals and entities, as the Pleiadians. There are just so many realms of information other than the 5 sensory world that you think is the only real world. You know, if this were the only real world, then how is it that you can perceive thoughts outside of the world? How can you see invisible thoughts in your mind? They're not part of the world. Your thoughts are not part of the world until you bring them into expression. Your awareness is not part of the world. You're just using your awareness to articulate and use the body. Learn to understand that you are not that body, you are not that mind, you are not those memories and emotions. You have them, you've accumulated them, but they're not the essence of who you are. You are a divine entity, a soul, S-O-U-L, spirit of universal light, here to learn the function of consciously creating, right? All of us are here to learn to do that. Yeah, we'll get to that shortly. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good morning from BC. Hi, BC. Hello there. Hello, White Sunflower. Good to see you. Vio's asking, would red light therapy help for my skin inflammation? I get a strong yes for that. But I'm also, again, someone just threw a word and they said, you need to clean your liver. You need to clean your liver. It's really got a lot of buildup in it. It's getting very unpleasant in there. You need to clean your liver. They're just like, that's really insistent for you, Vio. Like, wow. Like, this is really like, I don't know who this is, but they're very like they want you to knock that shit out of your body, like knock that crap that's in your liver out, get rid of it. Yes. And you can, I know that if you search online, you can find many different types of liver cleanses. Is there one that would be specific to her? The one that she feels most, they're saying it was easy for you to find one that resonates for you the easiest, that feels like it would be easy for you to do. Start there before you go to the more intense forms. Find the one that for your mind seems to be the easiest and apply this. Thank you, Vio. Wow. That's some really good comments going on here. Question from Manaj. Whenever I take omega-3 capsules or flaxseed, my stomach gets severely upset. What is the problem with me? They're saying there's no problem with you. It's not the form in which your body needs those oils. In fact, I'm being told to tell you that those particular oils, to get those particular essential fatty acids into your body, will not come through that form. You must find a more natural form. There are vegetables. They're showing me vegetables that you can eat that will give you those oils naturally and easily without that upset. Yes. So the essential, it's the essential oil that your body is needing. And you need to get it through an organic mechanism, not a processed mechanism. These capsules are very processed. You need the natural source of these oils. And you will find delightfully that the symptoms will abate themselves quite rapidly. Wow. Thank you so much. Adams wanted me to go back up to that question. You're very welcome. Yeah, that's really cool. Question from Khan. I was introduced to a new guide yesterday, and I've begun aligning my energy with him. Any message from Gary and how to best work with him? He's saying laughter. He's saying the best way to work with him is to laugh more, to like really seriously play. Laughter and play will be the two ways through which you will receive the vibrational downloading that you're seeking. I like that. That's really cool. Yeah, that's cool. So being in a state of laughter and joy will let you receive the downloads, the information he's here to give you, Khan. Thank you for asking that question. That's wonderful. Let's see what we got going on over here. TikTok. Hi, everybody. Lots of activity today. Thank you so much. Thank you for following me. I really appreciate it. So White Sunflower is asking, do I have any message I need to hear? I don't know. Somebody's saying, well, if what we have said thus far has not been appealing to you, what else could we say? What we have said has given virtually all of you the opportunity to at least have something to eat. If you have found it, then you have eaten it. The specifics of nature for you today. Yes. Like go and sit upon the forest floor. Sit upon the forest floor and contemplate the relationship between you. The relationship between you and this forest. But sit upon the forest floor. Wow. Thank you, shaman. Ashley is saying, my dad passed. Did he pass thinking I hated him? Did he forgive me? Does he love me? Yes. Please understand that the love was beneath the mask. Like, the love was beneath the mask, and you knew this. You both knew this. He's saying you both knew that this was not about the personalities. This is about really understanding that the love is in your I want to use it's kind of cliche, but the love is in your heart. He said when he transitioned out of the personality, he remembers his love with you. He remembers his love of you. He remembers his love for you. He says he knows you do too. He wants you to surrender your regret. Surrender your regret. That is just in the head. He says it's just in your head. Let it go. Surrender your regret, and be in that place that we live in always, which is love. And I want to, if I may be so humble as to add to that in truth, when we put our ego mind out of the way, the personality that we've been conditioned to have by the world, and we really go below our judgment and below our self-condemnation and below our negativity about ourselves and the world, when we go below that, at the bottom of all of that stuff, you are love. And even those that you see as evil, beneath all of their evil, there is love. Right? Their evil is a manifestation of their discontent and their unfulfilled natures. But beneath all of that, beneath all of these contrivances, there is love. Thank you so much. Thank you for that question. So someone said, I'd love some insight about my finances in a new online business. Wow, whatever that is, it's very exciting. I can feel the excitement to that. You need to stay connected to the excitement. Don't let doubt start creeping in. But let that excitement also be your discernment. Your excitement, let that be your discernment, for you will encounter situations and people and that will not reflect that excitement. Do not deal with those that are not in harmony with your excitement. But at the same time, be mindful that what you are excited about is of sound reason. That it is of sound reason. That it must make sense not only in your head, but in your heart. The two must meet in this and stay together in this, in harmony. Wow, but there's so much excitement, energy around that. Have fun with it. And make certain that the logic and the reason behind it is equal to your excitement. But wow, I could really feel that. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Someone says, I lost the most important thing in my life. You didn't lose them. Please understand, when people, yes, I will. Hang on. Okay, the word. Sorry, I got so many different beings that are jumping in to say they want to say things. There's so much love for all of you. Like, there's just so much. These beings that are here to guide us and assist us come from love. They do not come from fear. They come from love. When a person leaves, when an awareness leaves the physical body, they don't cease to exist. This concept of death, this concept of dying is not about who you are. It's what your biology goes through. It's a transition. It should not even be a word. It should just be a process of transmutation. You're shifting your awareness from one state to another. And this dear one that you are still very closely connected with, understand the pain you're suffering is because you believe you lost. The pain you're suffering is because you think that she's gone from existence. They are still with you energetically, and you know this. If you drop your sadness, if you put your sadness aside right now, she's telling me to tell you this, put your sadness aside and feel that I am with you. Put your sadness aside and feel that I am with you. Put your sadness aside and feel my presence with you. You know, yes. We've all been so conditioned to think that the only real world is the world of the five physical senses, but it is not. You just come here to learn to create through matter, time, and space. And these beings, these souls are eternal. They're not temporary. The body is temporary. Souls are eternal. And this one is, if you put your, please, yes, thank you. They're saying thank you, thank you. Keep putting your sadness aside and you'll feel their presence. And please share with others what happens as you're doing this. Please, like, put a comment in the comment section as you put your sadness aside. Feel their presence with you. When you leave the body, you return to the vibrational state of love, okay? Love is a vibration. It's a higher vibration. It's not the same as sadness or anger or guilt or shame. Those are vibrational energies of fear. Love, like playfulness, excitement, compassion. Wow, cool air coming in here. You feel that? Wow. Those energies of love cannot be perceived from the vibration of fear. So that's, I think, why she's telling you to release your sadness and feel her presence. And please, let us know what happens. Let others know, so that they know that from your experience and not because of what you're hearing here. Others need to know what you know, right? Release your sadness and feel her presence. She says you'll feel it immediately. Wow. Yeah, please let us know. Yes, you are on the right path. Someone said, my doctor told me yesterday my platelets are very high. Do I have cancer in my body somewhere? I'm not sensing that, and I'm not generally a medical intuitive, but I'm not sensing that. But I am sensing that you need to reduce your you need to reduce some sugars, and you need to get away from carbonated drinks. You need to get away from any form of carbonated drinks, and you need to substitute carbonated drinks with water. Also let go of caffeine. Caffeine, yes. Let it go. And place your fear aside. Extend your gratitude to your body. Extend your gratitude to your body. Like, sit down with your body. How many of you do this even? Just sit with your body and go, thank you. Thank you for being a part of my life. How often do you spend communicating gratitude to your body, to every organ, nerve, cell, gland? How often do you spend time communicating gratitude to this wonderful instrument that you're living through? Gratitude organizes the body very differently than does fear. Anyway, thank you so much. Let's see, go over here. I've got time for 2 more questions, then we're going to head out for today. Question from, I like that comment. That's really cool. Question from Animo on YouTube. On the 50th anniversary of Johnny Horton's death, I spent the night under the bridge where he died. Who was the large, bright? You already know the answer to this question. Why are you asking it? You already know. You already know it was his higher self. You already know this. It's so many. I find they tell me this quite frequently. A lot of people ask questions that if they turned them into statements, they would know the answer they already possess. But you've been so conditioned by your worldly mind that to not trust the invisible realms. Religions have been created by people in control, right? Education has been created by people in control, and they teach you what to think and to believe. And you, as a sentient being, you're not just bound by this 5 sense world. There's this world of information and knowledge that you can bring through into this world. Don't get caught up. You all know in your hearts. Everyone knows in their heart they came here for a purpose. And the world cannot give you the purpose you already possess, but it's your responsibility to discover what is the expression of your love. What is the expression of your love? Well, everybody's trying to get love and get happiness and get fulfillment from the world. Very few people, or not enough people anyway, are stopping and say, what is the expression of my love? What is the expression of your love? Question that, because the world cannot tell you that. The world will tell you what the world tells you, and the authorities will tell you what they tell you, but they can never tell you when you ask yourself that question. What is the expression of my love? If you really ask that question sincerely, you'll be surprised at who will come in and help you and guide you. Amazing things can happen with that one question. What is the expression of your love? That will completely take your attention off the world, and now you'll start to look inward where the truth is. The truth is within you. It's within all of us. Anyway, thank you so much. One more question from, so somebody's saying, proposal truth is, stop camming people, like hype people. This is gross. You know, the fact that you live in that kind of fear, I really feel for you, because you've been trained by this world to believe that one thing is one thing and another thing is another thing. But can you truly reason through for yourself that your thoughts are invisible? Your thoughts are invisible. You don't see them, but you're aware of them. That's an invisible realm of consciousness. Thoughts, they're invisible. Your emotions, they're invisible unless they come through the medium of your body. So there's this whole other non-physical realm that we're speaking of to you. And if you wish to stay in denial and live in your fear and your suffering, then you will continue to fear and suffer. We have great compassion for you, that we are sorry that you have been scammed, that you've been scammed by people that have not told you the truth or given you evidence that the truth exists. There is great despair upon this world because there are many that are giving you information that is not based in the truth, but is based in manipulation. You must understand the difference between the two. But we send you our love, our respect, and our gratitude for your suffering and what has been done to you. Wow, thank you so much. One more question from TikTok here. Someone's asking, can you not love and fear at the same time? No. You cannot love and fear at the same time. You can either be in a state of love, you can go back and forth really fast, which is what bipolar disorders often produces a chemical result. The diagnosis bipolar is a chemical result in the body of a person who's unable to regulate their emotions, swinging back and forth from fear to love. So that swing in emotion creates swings in chemistry. When you swing from fear into love, you swing your chemistry from one state to another. But you cannot live in both fear and love at the same time. You can live in one or the other. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve two masters. You can serve either love or fear. You cannot serve them both. So yes, that's a great, again, if you turn your questions into a statement, you're going to find you already have your answer. You cannot live in love and fear at the same time. You can live in one or the other. Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that question. Someone's saying, I don't believe any of this. A good medium just reads body language and gives void ramblings. That's very true. There are a lot of mediums that are in that process. But understand, mediumship is an art, a skill, like reading, walking, talking, writing are skills that you learn to do. You couldn't do them at one point in your life. Mediumship is the same thing. It's a skill that you develop these other senses of clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. They require development, just like your senses of how to hold things and how to look at things and how to read and speak. They had to be taught. People have to be taught to open up their clairaudience. They have to be taught to open up clairvoyance. And children between the ages of 0 and 5 are highly clairvoyant. They can perceive images from their parents' minds. That's why a parent can look at a child and go, they can say to the child, don't touch that, and the child touches it. Because the child doesn't read the words because they don't understand language. They read the image of the parent. In their mind, the parent sees the child touching it, so the child reacts to the image in the parent's mind. Children are naturally telepathic. But again, they won't teach any of this in schools because they don't want you to be free. They want you to believe that you're just a mind and body. They want you to believe that you're just a puddle of emotions that you can't control. That way they can control you. They'll tell you the solution. They'll show you how to be happy. They'll give you the pill. They'll give you the drug to keep you happy, right? Rather than truly teaching you that you are this powerful divine entity beyond control, imagination, and belief of any physical realm. Anyway, you are all free to believe what you will, for your belief will reap you the effects and consequences of it in itself. Your guardian angel spoke to you before the accident. Okay, I will. Well, I want to say thank you, everybody. If you want to support this channel, you can do so through my my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. We have special events and a special giveaway every month for our patrons. So you're welcome to support the channel that way. 10% of anything we get goes towards a group called Our Underground Railroad, which is an organization that helps rescue children from sex and human trafficking. And again, the link to our Underground Railroad is below any of my videos. You can go support them yourself directly if you like to. I want to say, have yourselves a joyful day. I look forward to seeing you guys again on tomorrow for our meditation, which again will be about amplifying love in your world. Amplifying love in your world. That's going to be tomorrow. And that's going to be with a group that I work with called The Ascended. So I hope you'll join with us tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And have yourselves a wonderful, joyful, and beautiful day. Bye for now.